Hey there and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. So on back, grab your pens and papers. Class is about to begin. Today, we're taking a look at a newer one from Kershaw, the Terran. Yes, the Terran. Introduced here in 2020. It's a nice little knife. Before we get to the actual knife, though, we need to get the syllabus work out of the way, don't we? So let's go on to it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we do knife reviews. Occasionally, I'll review a piece of camping equipment or hunting gear. Things like flashlights, binoculars, rangefinders, cooking gear, that sort of thing. Then on Mondays, we do knife basics, what you really need to know. That is mainly at those who are new to the world of knives and want to learn more about our favorite hobby. Want to know what all those fancy terms mean. What is a drop point? What does it mean to say it's hollow ground? What type of material goes into knife handles? That sort of thing. For those of you who have been with us for a while, welcome back. Just got one question for you. Have you subscribed yet? Yeah, I know. I ask every time. I'm going to keep on asking, because all it takes is just hitting that button right, whoops, wrong side, down there. It says subscribe. Then you hit the bell next to it. There you go. You're subscribed. You don't miss any of my new videos. And I get enough new subscribers. Makes it easier for me to get these neat new knives. So let's do each other a favor and subscribe, okay? But on to what you actually came here for, the knife. Terran. It's not an oversized knife. It's got a 4-inch handle, and it's a Framelock, as you can see. Steel, all steel construction. I mean, the handle's steel. The blade, of course, is 8CR13 MOV. Its blade, it's been stone washed, so it's kind of a nice matte gray. Black pivot points. Pocket clip can be reversed, but you're stuck with tip-up carry. You can't get a tip-down carry. Not that that's going to mean much to most people. And, well, I'm not that fond of most metal handles, as those of you who have been with me for a while know. Gotta admit, they did a really nice job with this. The texturing design just gives it a really neat look, almost futuristic. Then they used a black glass-filled nylon spacer on the back and continued the design onto that. So it just really nice job. Uses their speed safe assisted opening system, so it opens very nicely. As you can see, it locks up nice and securely. It's easily a third, almost a half of the blade is covered by the locking mechanism, so there's no play whatsoever. The blade is an interesting design. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what to call it. With that sudden drop right there, it's almost a sheep foot, but most sheep foot blades don't have that big belly there, which ought to make it cut fairly nicely. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's got a nice little false edge or swedge right up here, gives it an even nicer look. All in all, just a very striking knife. But how does will it do on our standard battery of tests? Well, let's find out, shall we? Let me move some of this stuff my wife has piled up here. She's been borrowing my computer a lot lately. Here we go. Scrap piece of paper. Let's see how this does. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not matching up to the Civivis and the CJRBs I've been reviewing a lot lately, but still, it comes sharp right out of the box. It does a nice job. Let's see here. Cardboard. Here we go. Wife threw away all my cut cardboard, so I gotta cut another piece. And did a fairly nice job of that. As you can see, it's standard corrugated cardboard. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. Punches in nicely, just it bent the cardboard with no support behind it. Cuts fairly nicely. So yeah, it's going to open up your boxes for you quick and easy. No problem about that. Paracord. There it is. Get that bright pink paracord back up here and see how it does with this. Threw that one nicely. That one nicely. So let's see, with the small loop I can just barely hold on to and just get the tip through. Let's see how it does on this. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. You sure can't complain about that. So far it's doing fairly well. See how it handles the hang package test. Standard Gold Peak tea bottle. Nice and heavy, so if you can open this, it can open up any hang package I've ever seen. Okay. Took a little bit to get the tip in, but it went in nicely. Again. Sweet. So far, it's doing everything I'd expect of a Kershaw and more. So, let's see here. Next test. Leather. Let's see how it does on leather. Okay, well, it's cutting it. Yeah, it'll do the trick. Not as smooth as or as easy as some other knives I've reviewed, but it'll definitely do the trick. Yeah. Flat ground blade, by the way, for those of you who are interested, and I hadn't mentioned it yet. Let's see here. Zip ties. Let's get a zip tie here. Let's see how well it does on these. I'll spare you the praises of zip ties I normally engage in. Let's just see how well it cuts, shall we? Ow. Went through nicely. I actually did better on this than the last Civivi I reviewed, which 1, 2, 3. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, it's not really cutting that, is it? Okay, there it goes. Let's see here. Piece of wood. Pretty small scrap of wood, but you know, it'll do the trick. Yeah, I was getting kind of fancy, as you can see. Let's see if we try chopping it. Put a nice dent in it, but didn't quite cut it. But that's okay. You're not likely to try chopping zip ties. And as I say, it did a pretty decent job. So let's see how it does on the wood, shall we? Feathered up nicely, which is nice. Let's see here. See, I need something to raise it up with a little bit. Put a there we go. That's a little better. And once again, don't try this at home. I'm cutting in a little bit to give myself good purchase because that round tip is just making it's likely to slide to one side or the other. There we go. Well, he more splintered it than toned it, but you know what? Still took it apart. So, can't complain about that now, can I? Definitely not. Let's get this back. There we go. Back where it's supposed to be. And still don't see any damage. Is that? No, that's just some wood stuck to the blade. Sweet. So let's get that piece of paper back out here. Where did I put it? There we go. Let's see if the blade took any damage, shall we? If anything, it's getting better. So, not bad. So there you have it. Not a bad knife. Very sharp looking, very distinctive, and pretty nice fidget factor. Of course, with a speed safe assisted opening system, I'd expect nothing less. Recommended retail price on this from Kershaw is $54.95. I'm selling it for $38.95 on the website. A little bit more at gun shows, but then again, I've got overhead gun shows I don't have on the website, so got to cover those. Didn't show you the centering, but yeah, that's a tight blade. No real room for it to be off very much. It is a little bit, but you really have to look at it and measure it to tell. So, yeah. But anyway, got to get going. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a little bit. I hope you enjoyed enough to come back, actually. In the meantime, I got to get going, so I'll leave you with a couple videos over here I think you'll enjoy. And of course, you can always hit that target right over there to subscribe. I hope you do. Meantime, you take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.